So normally when you hear about, uh, now that you've heard about these two stories, one is about the gentleman whose cousin told on him, and the other one was the sweet old grandmother who got blackmailed by her own daughter-in-law. And the daughter-in-law, well, you can't really say much about her being a mother either because she used her own child. So I don't know how many people you know who've done something like this, but it doesn't really sit well with me, and I don't really have much to say about that. Trying not to be prejudiced. The first reaction that we have is revenge. Let's get back. Let's take our revenge. Then only we'll feel redeemed. Second reaction, I hope karma is watching because it's going to come down on you really hard. Don't bother. Just don't bother. You've gone through something bad, right? It's happened to me, so I'm sharing it with you. Once you go through something bad, you're supposed to learn from it, and that is it. That is it. There is nothing more to it. I know it sounds crazy, but to try and get into a cycle of revenge, vendetta, vindictiveness, whatever you call it, you're filling yourself up with a little clock that says, I like to waste time, because the time that you have is not going to increase like an elastic because you have this new subject called revenge. Time doesn't care about that. So your coping mechanism should not be your first and second reaction. Your first reaction being revenge, and your second reaction is I hope karma is watching. Of course karma is watching. We all know that. We just sometimes just switch off the button. But what you're actually supposed to do is wisen up, smarten up, and move on to the next thing. Of course, it isn't easy. Everything in life is tough. Even waking up in the morning on a cold winter day out of your covers is not easy. And not wanting to have chocolates, not wanting to have pastries is not easy, but we try and avoid it, don't we? Avoid these two reactions in the same vein. So now, the next question you're probably going to ask me is, what are you supposed to do? What do you do? Do you continue to live your life as if nothing happened? Of course not. That's unreal, isn't it? Do you take matters into your own hands? That's not only unreal, it's downright stupid. Sometimes when you feel revenge means taking everything that you have and trying to make sure that you make the person feel exactly how you felt, you are not doing what you're supposed to be doing. The only thing, I'm repeating myself again and again because I really want to drill it inside all of you, and I hope it makes a difference, is that the only thing that the event, the situation, the way the person behaved with you, the only thing it is supposed to teach you is that there is a lesson there. The challenge is not just to avoid your first and second reaction, which is, I hope karma is watching, is your second reaction, and revenge is the first reaction. But you're supposed to learn something from it and move on. For example, if you were in a bad relationship and it didn't work out and you felt abused and misused and thrown from one end of the relationship to the other for no fault of yours, which I believe it takes two to tango, but whatever. The whole idea of I'm going to get back at the person and I'm going to make sure that, I'm going to give that person a living hell. I've seen so many friendships where things like these happen. I've seen so many marriages. I've seen so many sibling rivalries. When you grow old, you're going to laugh about this and say, God, why did I do that? Why did I expend so much of energy? I would have gone for a trip. I would have gone shopping. I would have made something delicious for my friends, for my family. Find something to do that really means that is of value to you, because revenge will lose its charm, its value, and it is the smallest thing that you can do for yourself, because it serves zero purpose. There is no purpose. When your coping mechanism does kick in, and when you feel that I need to keep reminding myself about the things that really matter, here is a thought that you can repeat and re-repeat to yourself over and over again, because it will be of a tremendous amount of use to you. Not just because it is something you require at that point of time, but also because you're so numb and so stunned that repeating something will actually become sort of a mantra. Here it is. Stay focused on building your life. Stay focused on building yourself. They're not the same things, mind you. Condition your mind to indulge in positive thoughts and creating good only. Let me repeat that. Stay focused on building your life. Stay focused on building yourself. Condition your mind to indulge in positive thoughts and creating good only. You see, when you do that, do you know what you're automatically doing? You're starting a whole life cycle where how you think will begin to change. Instead of looking on the outside, instead of looking without, you will look within. And that is the right place to be. Because then so many of the things that you wish to remove from your personality will automatically start to fade away, which is what we want, isn't it? Now, I keep saying this all the time, and well, this is the truth. You can't change how others are or how others think. That's their problem, not yours. How many people are you going to go around telling, why are you doing this? Why are you behaving like this? What did I do? I don't deserve this. It's their problem. Think about it. I know it sounds as if, I'm shooting my mouth off, but how they behave, how they are, is not your problem. You can't go around teaching people lessons. You can't go around questioning people's motives, their intentions, or their attitudes and behaviors. You only affect what belongs to you alone. And there are 3 things that belong to you alone. Nobody on this planet can take it away from you. Your time, yourself, and your actions. The moment you believe you got your time, yourself, and your actions with you, how someone else behaves doesn't really matter. Because what you have with you will suffice, and you will not require to change the attitude or the behavior of someone else. You will know how to behave. You will have an attitude. And that's going to be enough. I believe none of us are fully good or fully bad. I believe it is your experience with a person that defines a person as bad or good in your books. If you've had a bad experience with a person, or if there's a person who's foul-mouthed, maybe a pet lover, or a wonderful mother, or a daughter to emulate. So you can't really generalize and say this person is bad. No, your experience with the person is bad, and that is what makes you feel the person is bad. Please don't indulge in revenge. Don't indulge in harboring ill feelings. You're hurting yourself, you're harming yourself, you're stunting your growth. Sometimes you tend to become a laughing stock, because the same people who encourage you, they love to use you as party gossip, and it's a way of using. So your friends are using you. It's tough. It is tough, but possible only if you kill the bad taste of all that has passed. You can't change it. It's all in the past, isn't it? Why don't you freshen your thoughts with creation? Creation and destruction can never live together. You can either be creative or you can be destructive. So why don't you try and see if you can focus on creating rather than destructing? Because when you destroy something, the thing's already burned down to the ground, and then you move on. It's nice to watch it in movies, in war movies and in other movies, but in real life, it is there is no coping mechanism at that point of time. There is nothing else to happen. Whereas if you use your coping mechanism as a way to improve on yourself, and if you use your moral coping mechanism like your compass to move in the right direction, I think you're going to be in a very good place very, very soon. That is all we have for now. The next video is going to be, I already have emails coming in. It's going to be something which we are going to call a refurbished life. Another interesting topic. Hope I see you on Friday, 6 p.m. Indian Standard Time. You probably have it by heart by now. Be good, be nice, stay away from trouble, stay safe. Love to you and yours. God bless you. Stay blessed. Namaste.